I just liked the idea of doing something different every day. And I know I'm a curious person. And I just thought, you know what, that's really going to resonate for me and what I see myself doing. So I started at a very small agency, basically doing everything and knowing nothing.
So I got to watch my first press conference when I was 18 and kind of watched the story unfold from there and said, that's it, that's what I want to be, that's what I want to be a part of.
Got involved in volunteer work in student government and politics, and discovered that I really enjoyed the challenge of communicating ideas and messages and stories about candidates to win elections and then to move forward with policies in government. So I thought communications is a cool thing. I'd like to work in that in my career.
Ended up gravitating my work towards written communications. I started getting the opportunity of doing some very basic speeches. So the minister would bring, I worked for the Minister of Immigration, and she would bring greetings to, you know, at an event or do a toast or something like that, and I would write it, right? And then I had the chance to start writing news releases and official material for the department. And gradually that led to more and more communications-oriented opportunities.
So I had done publicity over the years a little bit between engagements, between writing journalism or writing books or doing film and TV writing. And I thought, I'm going to just start up a publicity agency and call all the people I know and hopefully get some clients and make that work. And that's what I did. And with a little bit of luck, you know, it did seem to work out.
Which voices out there are really influential voices? How do we connect with them? How do we make sure that we tell our story in a way that makes sense to them and matters, so that it resonates to the outside community that we're trying to reach? That's an ongoing challenge, and the pace of that change just keeps accelerating in our field.
But overall, I think the worlds are changing. Things are moving more towards, you're looking at bots. You're looking at different do-it-yourself type of techniques. Organizations are taking, in my world, they're taking research internally as opposed to going to external firms. So you're constantly having to come up with ways to adapt and change.
I mean, there's challenges daily, but I would say the biggest one is letting go of preset expectations.
I think the first challenge is the speed at which crises evolve and the need to act quickly. I think what a lot of clients would like to do in a crisis is, frankly, just go home and forget about it, but they can't. And there's a lot of incoming phone calls from journalists, a lot of media coverage, a lot of social media now, more than ever, is being directed their way. And oftentimes they find themselves in a state of paralysis.
In the past, we were really focused on media influencers. So now our change has been to add all the social influencers. So now we're teaching our clients, how do you reach out to social influencers? How do you connect with them? And how do you get them to work on behalf of your clients? So I think that's one of the ways, the consistent change in our industry is what we love and embrace the most, but it can be the biggest challenge as well, I think.
I think the biggest thing for me is being able to move the needle when we're working on a project and you actually can see where you're contributing to the company's bottom line or contributing to a goal that the company is trying to reach.
I love being creative. I love creating good stories, programs, campaigns that move the dial. So being creative and doing something that delivers measurable results, that really cranks me up.
Everyone is very expert at what they do, and there's a great camaraderie, a very positive energy here. So I'm really loving being here. So who my colleagues are and who I report to are really important to me.
Love the diversity of talent that I get to work with on a daily basis. Because we have brought in people from so many various backgrounds, sitting around a table with people who come from these different backgrounds means that every day I'm learning, being exposed to looking at a problem through different lenses, and just amazed by what collectively we can come up with in terms of solutions as a result of that diversity of background and perspective.
Every day is a little different, which is one of the reasons why it's such a great business to be in. You can never tell when you wake up what particular thing might have happened that day. There might be an issue that impacts your client and you're helping them. It might be an issue that impacts your agency or someone in your agency, and you're working to resolve that. You're always looking ahead in my role to say, what should we be in 3 to 5 years? And so you need to carve out some time to focus on that. There's just the ongoing bustle of being with so many really brilliant, young, thoughtful people, and you're developing your next generation of leaders. And so there's never a day that you just quietly sit in your office. I wish there was.
You know you're helping, and it's almost like serving as a bridge. You're helping people come together and have a better understanding. And at the end of the day, communications is about understanding one another. So how can that be a bad thing? That to me is really important.